Have you ever queued into a game of Rocket League, and when you get into the lobby, it's filled with a lot of cars that look a lot like this? Or even cars that look like this? Well, over the weekend, FC Barcelona Pro Flakes decided to hit the field with a car that looked a lot like this. And it's not the first time he's done something like this either. Even in the promotion tournament, he decided to go with the Merc just to show his viewers it doesn't matter what car you use. It's all about the hitbox you prefer and how you use it in game. And that got me wondering, what are some of the most underrated cars in the game? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. Today, we're going over my top 5 underrated cars in Rocket League. And at number 5, we have the Marauder. And some of you might be wondering, why did I put the Marauder on this list? Some of you might not have even seen or have even heard of the Marauder before. And that's kind of the point of this video. A lot of the reason why I think people don't choose the Marauder is mainly based on how it looks. Personally, I like how it looks. I think it looks very good. And for those of you that didn't know, the Marauder does have the Octane hitbox, which the Octane is the most popular car in the game. So it makes you wonder why the Marauder isn't chosen as much, considering it has one of the best hitboxes in the game. If you're somebody that plays the Octane and has never really given the Marauder a chance, I would go ahead and give it a shot. You might actually like how it plays. At number 4, we have the Venom. And a lot like the Marauder, I think the biggest reason why the Venom isn't chosen as much as some other cards is solely based on how it looks. And I have to agree, I don't like the way the Venom looks too much, but then again, I have seen worse. If you didn't know, the Venom has the hybrid hitbox, which is the same hitbox that was based off the Endo or the Skyline, and that's kind of the reason why I put it on this list. Players like Jazer and Sizz, who have popularized using the Skyline a lot more than it used to, has really gotten me wondering why the Venom isn't used as much. And so if you're somebody that plays with the Skyline a lot, or likes hybrid hitboxes in general, you just might like the Venom. At number 3, we have the Paladin. Though some of you might not agree with me, because early on in Rocket League's history, players like Kronovia made this car very popular. But ever since Rocket League took all of the hitboxes and made them down to 5 of the standard hitboxes we have today, it's lost a lot of popularity. For those of you that don't know, the Paladin actually has the same hitbox as the Batmobile, and as you can tell, the Batmobile is losing a lot of popularity as well. Cuxer is currently the only Rocket League player in RLCS that still uses it, and if you're one of the few people left that do use it as well, go ahead and give the Paladin a try. You might like what you see. At number 2, we have the Backfire. The Backfire is one of the many cars that has the same exact hitbox as the Octane, and it was actually the very first car I ever used when I bought Rocket League. The game tried to shove Octane in my face, but I was like, no. I really like the way Backfire looks, and that's why I chose it early on, and I think a lot of players would agree. The Backfire actually looks very good, but the main stigma is that it's weak, and it doesn't hit the ball very hard, which makes it not very good when it stacks up to cars like the Octane or other Octane hitbox cars. But as you'll see in these clips, that's just not the case. If you're somebody that hasn't used the Backfire in a while, go ahead and give it another chance. You might just like what you see. At number 1, we have the Breakout, and you might be thinking to yourself, Lightning, you made this car. This is a very biased pick. Why do you think it's the most underrated car in Rocket League? You are correct. I do main this car, and I do think it is the most underrated car in Rocket League. Players like Jazer and Espeon early on in Rocket League mained this car. In my opinion, I call it the original long car, as the hitboxes back then weren't standardized, and this was probably the longest car. I don't have the official stats or anything on that, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the longest cars in the game. And so players like Jazer and Espeon used it and made it kind of popular, and it used to be used a lot more than it is today. And a big reason why I put it on this list is because it has been overshadowed by the Dominus and the Batmobile and any other long car really for a long, long time. And as of late, it's been labeled as a freestyler car or an air dribbler car, and I simply don't think that's the case. It is much more viable than that. I feel like it could be a mainstay in Rocket League, and if a lot more players gave it a chance, I bet you it would perform a lot better than some of the longer cars that are being used today. So if you haven't given the Breakout a chance, go ahead and give it a chance. You're going to love it. And that's all I have for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to let me know down in the comments below what vehicles you think are underrated and deserve to be used a lot more. If you disagree with any of mine, let me know in the comments as well. And if you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe. That's it from me, and I'll catch you in the next one.